We were like, oh my gosh, like, we should like cheat on the test.
Cheat? Talking to me so calm, but then it changed. There's a little twist. Do you remember?
Welcome back, Aztecs, to the Aztec Learning Lab. I am your host, Roxana.
And I'm your host, Jocelyn.
And today we'll be discussing a couple topics. So I heard from somebody, a teacher, a staff member, about this thing that they're going to be doing for the elementary schools.
What do you mean by that?
At the school district, they were talking about how they were going to, so you know how we have Hester, that's kinder and first grade, right?
Yes.
And then we have Snowden, that's second and third?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so what they want to do is have both schools be kinder to third grade.
Wait, can you explain that though?
So basically, like, I don't know if you've noticed, like, or if you have, if you drop off anybody at Snowden recently.
Yes.
So to drop them off, they don't do it in the front anymore. So now they have to go through the back where the field is.
Oh, really?
And
I did not know that.
yeah, and it's a little frustrating a bit, but it makes sense because, like, with all the traffic, it's like the Farmersville Boulevard right there. It's like the light from Fast Trip, you know? It's like that's where the little la entrada is to go in to drop off the kids right by the cafeteria. But the thing is that, like, if there's too many cars, it gets really trafficked. Like, there's a big old jam right there, so then you can't even drive, right?
So do you think they're doing this to, like, move away from the traffic?
Probably, and I think so because it makes more sense of, like, driving your student like across town to take them to a school and then everything. So apparently what's gonna happen is they're gonna kind of become like community schools.
What do you mean by community schools?
So, like, okay, so you know where Snowden is and you know where Hester is, right? Okay, so what they want to do is have like certain houses or like neighborhoods that are around,
like, depending on your location?
Yeah,
okay.
So depending, and that's where your student's gonna go. So basically, like, and then the website, the Farmersville Unified School District website, is gonna be doing like this little thing with the widgets where it's gonna
like
kind of
a link that you could click or something.
Yeah, so it's like on the website it'll tell you like I actually don't know, but it'll be like, oh, like, where will my student go?
Okay,
and you
that's
put
gonna
your
be very
address.
helpful for the parents. A lot.
Because apparently, so Snowden is gonna kind of be like the houses, that little area around Snowden, and then it's gonna be so where junior high is, the junior high is those houses right there, and then for Hester, it's gonna be those houses around that area. So like by Sam's, Little Caesars, by Hester, and then it's gonna be the houses that are by the Dollar Tree area. Right there.
Where like Dollar General is and everything? Okay.
And then also where the
Rite Aid is? Like
those houses by the cemetery.
Okay, there you go.
So those houses are gonna be Hester property.
Oh,
and
that's actually that's gonna be really helpful for like parents who have a job in the morning and have to get there on time and not have to wait in traffic.
Yeah, and drive all across town. Because I don't know if you've noticed, like, recently or like the past 2 years probably, Snowden has not Snowden. Hester has always been kind of like under construction.
Yes, always, since we were there.
Yeah, dude, like there's always something that they're fixing. Anyways, but like, so apparently what they want to do is have they're expanding, right? So that they can fit more kids, because that's another 2 grades.
I like that idea.
It's good. I just feel like I don't know. I don't think
like,
I don't think it's bad. I don't know. I just feel like it feels like it's gonna be a lot.
A lot to do. Maybe like in the first few days of. So it's starting next year, or do you know when it's starting?
So apparently, word is that they're gonna start doing that like next school year.
Next school year? Okay.
Yeah. So when that starts happening, that's when they're gonna start implementing it.
Probably I believe there's gonna be a few complaints of like parents being confused, but once they are
get used to it.
Yeah, once they receive the resources that they need to know where their student's gonna be, I think it would be very helpful. Like the first few days will be kind of like rocky, like everybody's like everywhere, and then once everybody gets used to it, like it's
after
gonna
a week or two.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the kids though, like they're just, oh my gosh, we're gonna go to. They like for me, okay. My brother was like super excited because it's like a new school, right? Because he went from first to second, so he's at Snowden right now. And what's it called? And if that were right when that takes place, it's more possible that we're gonna be taking him to Hester, and he's super excited about Snowden. So like those kids that are like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving Hester, like I'm gonna move up to, you know, the next school. It's like they're gonna have to be sent back to Hester another year, and then they'll be able to go to Freedom. Yeah. So it's like that was my thought process on
so
that.
there's like pros and cons.
Yeah.
I feel like me personally, I feel like there would be more pros than cons.
Yeah, cause even that, like, it'll be less packed in a way for like the kids.
Yeah.
And then like it'll be more cause Snowden. So okay, so they have the dual language program, right?
Yes.
Where they have like Spanish speakers and like
And
you know where they
English
teach them. Yeah. So that will only take place at Snowden. So if you
So
want,
Hester won't offer that? Okay.
So like if you want your student or your child to be able to like, you know, take a dual language class, then you'd have to put them at Snowden.
Okay,
So that's pretty good because it's like it focuses on just that one class.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of classes technically. It's just like probably one in each grade.
It's like a little program, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's basically that.
I actually like that. That's like really great news, actually.
Yeah.
'Cause I remember my mom always being late to work because she would have to
And the
drop me
traffic
off.
was bad.
And I remember
Snowden.
people always like angry parents just honking at each other, or like staff
they gotta
members trying to
work.
get to work. Like it was always like an issue of people not getting there on time.
And then sometimes people don't know where to drop them off, so
Yes.
it becomes like a whole thing. Cause like last year, or I think it was last year, or like last semester, in the beginning of the school year, Snowden was being no, not Snowden. Hester was being worked on again. Like there was more
they're making
construction.
more classrooms.
Yeah.
I had seen that.
And then so there was like they're everywhere. That was last year actually. That was last year.
Yes.
And then this year, the last semester, it was like they were doing these solar panel things in the parking lot. So then when they were working on that, you had to go around and drop them off through another side. So and that's kind of what Snowden is doing because you have to drop them off behind. So how do I
So
explain
you know,
You know where the
Snowden
vista
has
is?
like the front office where the office
Yeah.
is. You can't drop them off there no more. What about the parking lot next to it?
That's
No.
only for the bus.
Really?
Yeah. So you have to go all the way around
To like
where
the
field
fields are?
Yeah.
The-
So that little corner where you're gonna like, so when you, how do I explain it? So okay. So you have Hester, right? Wait, Snowden.
It's
Snowden?
a gate, right?
The
and
gate,
the,
yeah, the gate.
There's staff members standing there, and they have
there's
to
a little
lock.
techo.
And then
Yeah.
I believe the teachers stand out to see like where the students
Yeah.
are. I think
so
like,
that's
yeah.
where you drop them off.
Oh,
And,
okay.
Yeah. So there's like that, and then I hope they put a crosswalk because they kind of need it.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yeah,
And every
'cause
school
sometimes-
zone, you need a crosswalk.
Yeah, because sometimes like the kids will cross.
Without like looking both ways or.
Yeah, and they're kids, so obviously
They're not
they-
conscious of their surroundings.
Yeah. So, but there's the person that's like there watching and everything. She has a stop sign, pero like while she's looking at all the other students, telling the people to like keep driving.
There's always gonna be one mistake or
Yeah.
something.
So it's easier if they were to put like the crosswalk they put by Dollar Tree, like going to the apartments
Yes,
that way.
yes.
They need that. At least something to like, okay, press a button, it starts flashing. Okay, we need to stop because there's a kid gonna cross. I think that would be easier and more safer for the kids. Cause yeah, and a lot of like what a lot of parents do is like they drop them off and then they wait for them to cross the street and they go. But it's like sometimes like not a lot of drivers are conscious or they don't really care, so they just So.
But that's good news. Is there anything else that you would like to bring about or?
About that, I don't think so. I think that's it. But
So we're good on that topic.
Yeah.
That was actually like very interesting
Yeah.
to hear, and I feel like it would be good for the students. But
Yeah, because it's a little like a change of scenery, and also like hopefully like if
hopefully
you have
everything goes
neighbors,
well.
Yeah.
Like hopefully.
Yeah, it all goes to plan, guys.
I do have a question, not regarding that, but based on another topic.
Yeah.
Do you have any academic regrets or like life lessons that you've learned while you were in high school, or like
while
that
in
you're
high
learning, or like just in general?
Okay, guys. So backstory. So in second grade, we did a lot of what's it called?
Word.
Yeah,
quizzes?
word quizzes.
Like words and definitions and matching words. Yeah.
Okay, but it was a spelling test.
There you go.
There we go. Okay, I couldn't say that. Okay. So we did spelling test, right? Where it was from our little ELA book, and we'd rip out a little like section of the page, and it had all our vocab words, and we had to study them, and then we had a quiz like at the end of the week and everything. Whatever. Okay, whatever. Okay. Oh my gosh.
What did you do?
So, guys, don't do this, okay? You guys work for what you want. Okay. Me and somebody, I won't say names, but we're like this. Yeah, me and a friend.
That friend probably knows who they are.
Yeah, she knows. It's a girl. Anyways, we were like, oh my gosh, like, we should like cheat on the test.
Cheat?
Well, how old were we? We were like, what, 8 maybe?
Possibly.
7? We were like,
between the age 7 and 9.
Yeah.
Probably, most
and
likely.
we were like, oh my gosh, yeah. I was like, okay. So I studied for the test because I was gonna cheat.
You were gonna pass the exam.
And I was gonna pass it. But like most of the words I knew, so I was like not worried about them. But there was this one word, and oh my gosh,
what word was it?
I'll tell you, the impact that had on me is crazy. So I was taking the test.
She's all with the paper like under the desk.
Yeah, so it was the desks that you have the little thing on the bottom.
It's like a little shelf thing.
Yeah.
Like you put all your like.
No, it was the other ones, the one that had it on the side.
Which one? Oh yes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it was the desk and then it was the shelf.
Yeah,
right?
on the side,
Okay, yeah.
So I had that one, and in the back I had put the test thing, and he had told us to throw it away. I did that.
So you were thinking like you were gonna be sneaky.
I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so slick with this. Like, I with it. No, I couldn't because I was taking the test. He turned around. He was walking that way, and I was just like reached in, pulled it out, was looking, and then he turned around. He saw me, and I was like. This is it. I'm done. Like,
I'm gonna get sent to the
principal's office.
No, I don't wanna go.
He walked over to my desk and he like knelt down and he reached into
like,
my
sweet.
desk. No, he reached out. He reached in
and he ripped theirs.
He pulled it out. He looked at me all disappointed, bro. I have never in my life felt what I felt that day, bro. I felt like a loser. I felt like a failure. And he stood up. What's the first thing he does? Guys, make sure you guys aren't cheating on the test.
Pointed you out
on blast.
I bet all your other classmates were just looking at you.
No, they didn't look at me, but the friend that I was in on it with, she looked at me and she started laughing. Why are you laughing?
Like, girl, I could snitch you out right now.
Okay, the word, guys, I got a 90% on that. It was out of 100. It was 10 words. Guess what the word was?
I don't know.
It was beautiful.
Aww.
And let me tell you this. This was second grade.
It's okay.
I just learned how to spell it.
I
just learned how to spell it 2 years ago, guys. That's the impact they had on me.
Me too.
We suffered together. I was over here like spelling it out and like sounding it out, and I was like, this doesn't look right.
So how do you spell it? How do you?
Beautiful.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10. And
Guys, at least I got it now. But yeah, after that, I get so nervous when I take a test. I don't know why, and then I can't cheat anymore because like I can't do it. Like my heart starts going like this. I get like super sweaty.
You're like, oh my god, I already
I can't even do that anymore.
Oh.
I can't even do that anymore. Guys,
okay.
He tried to sabotage us. Anyway.
No, for me, my experience, your experience is very funny. Like for him to like call you out was.
Bro, I was like, at least he didn't say my name though, because I would have started crying
like,
then and there.
Roxana
cheated on the test. I was like.
No, mine was in 6th grade. In 6th grade.
Oh gosh.
I'm not gonna say what teacher it was because.
Which one was it? ELA or
ELA?
Oh, okay.
It was reading logs. It was a reading log.
Oh, I think I remember you.
Yeah, you remember that?
We sat next to each other.
I love talking about this topic because it's so funny. Like I could have just read. I would read. I just wouldn't like write it down or anything. I would pretend that I would read this amount. So like it was reading log. So it was like the amount of minutes, the book you read, and then like a little paragraph, right? No, I would just reuse my old reading logs and like say that I did it, and then I would be like, oh mom, I did it. And well, of course my mom would believe me because she was like, oh, she's doing her homework, like, you know,
she's doing her
like she would do her own stuff. And my dad would be like, oh yeah, she's reading, like, you know, like they didn't know that I was actually not reading. I was very sneaky.
You're just looking at the book.
I was just like I'm like, oh, see, like
wow,
like, oh my goodness,
Turtle won the race. 6th grade.
No, maybe
your mom or the teacher?
The teacher.
Oh,
okay. So after like me forging, like, you know, so I don't do that, guys. Don't do that. But no. So I went to school the next day, like, or whatnot, and then in her class, I was very nervous. I think I gave myself out, or like maybe she caught other people, you know. Oh. But I don't know what it was that she's like, oh, Jocelyn, can I talk to you outside? And I was like, the bell's gonna ring for recess. Like, I wanna go play. I want the swing. Like, please let me out. She's like, no, sweetie, I need to talk. She was talking to me so calm, but then it changed. There's a little twist. Do you remember? Do you remember or no? Yeah.
Yeah, she called you out. She had you stand on the side.
Yeah, so she called me out and she's like, you know, once you're in college or in high school, this is not gonna get
passed. In 6th grade,
I'm in 6th grade worrying about my reading log. You know, my reading log.
She's over here in college. She's like, that's in 6 years.
No, but yeah, she's
well,
like,
we're not here.
once you're an adult, like, this is not gonna get through. Like, you're gonna get in very much big trouble. So I'm telling you now to learn from your mistake. But I was just like, it's a reading log. You always see that I read, and like I always ask you questions.
She's not doing it.
And then she was just kind of yelling at me. I don't know if someone made her mad, but she was coming at me. At first she was like, "Oh, sweetie," and then she was like, "No, you're a bad student." I was like, "Oh my goodness, like what am I doing wrong?"
I was start crying.
And then she pulls me back into the class. There's a puddle of water. Do you remember that? Yes. A puddle of water, like on the floor where the sink is, where you wash your hands, or like where like the napkins and everything. You're laughing because oh my god, it was so traumatic.
Dude, I was scared. That lady, like, that
she was short. She was short, but she was just so scary.
Oh my god,
and she looked so intimidating.
We were reading. She had us reading while she was talking to her. I think we were reading. I think it was either the Percy Jackson book or the Harry Potter book.
No, it was Percy Jackson.
It was Percy Jackson.
I believe it was Percy Jackson.
Well, we were reading. We were silently reading while she was talking to this one. And
okay, to put me on the spot.
All right. Anyways, and then she walks in, and somebody left like I don't know if the plumbing or like the pipes were leaking
or
the
janitor must have like spilled something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And then
it was in the morning.
Ooh,
so
she was mad. Like
she started yelling at all of us. Like,
you think we can say what she said? Because I remember what she said.
Yeah, I say we can. We're not putting her name out there or nothing.
She was like, "Who put this puddle of water here? I'm already pissed." We're like, we're 6th grade, ma'am. You should not use that.
The whole class was just reading. They're like,
we were all looked at her like, she's like, "I'm so pissed. Like, this can't be happening." And I was like, what's she gonna do to me? I was scared.
I remember her just waving my reading log, and she's like, "And you guys shouldn't be cheating on your guys' reading log. This is not like." And she was.
Bro, the rest of the class was quiet for 2 days. 2 days we did not talk.
And then I remember her just like checking on me if I would read, and she would like she was on me. Like if I read a page, I would have to tell her like what it was about and everything. But oh my god, it was the funniest thing ever.
I remember that so much.
And then I don't know if you remember this part, but I remember everybody like as soon as the bell rang, everybody ran to recess, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, what just happened? That was the scariest day of my life."
Yeah, we all started talking about it.
Everybody's like, "It's all your fault." I was like, she was already mad at me. I don't know.
The puddle of water was there.
I was like, guys. And then who ended up cleaning it up? She had students clean it up. But she had students. I remember her having students clean it up. And oh my god. That scared me for the rest of my life.
That will stick in my head.
But she was such a nice teacher.
She was nice. She was a good teacher too.
Yeah.
It's just that day
was just like, oh Lord, we cannot make this beautiful woman mad or anything.
It's always the nice ones that when they get mad, it's like,
like you don't like me no more. What did I do to you?
Hurt.
No, but when like a nice teacher that you're cool with, or like they get
mad,
that you have like a good relationship with, and they get mad, you're like, oh, you're not my favorite teacher no more. And it could be like for the littlest thing ever.
Yeah, it's like, oh my god, someone who didn't throw away the tissue.
I'm like, sorry.
I'll move on to the next. Thank you. Okay. Anyways. But yeah, I remember that.
That was, I love talking about it because it was the funniest thing ever.
That scared
me. It was so scary. But is there any other regret that you have? Besides like academically?
Like life regrets? Mm-hmm. Probably not looking for a job sooner. I think it would have been nice for me to have. Damn, it moved on quick, huh? We're all like, guys, oh my god, cheating, on a test. No, so, cause I feel like looking for a job is just, it's so difficult sometimes, because like you apply somewhere, they're like, now hiring, and then
they never call you back,
or they. Okay, cause I applied to Jack, the one right here.
Yeah, me too.
And you know
hopefully you guys see us working there soon.
I got an email yesterday. And they were like, what did they tell me? We received your application, and after careful review, we have, unfortunately, you have not been like, basically saying that I didn't get the job because apparently the skills that I have they didn't think were useful for like the job. Or they didn't come in handy.
I'm scared. I haven't checked mine.
Oh no, dude. It's under like, it says like the title or the thing. It's like do not reply. That's what it says.
Okay, I need to check my emails.
Yeah, check it because I was like,
it's okay. It wouldn't worth your time. they weren't worth your time. Sometimes you can be too overqualified for a job, which makes no sense.
I know. Or like, it's like you don't have enough experience. I'm like, why do you think I'm applying?
I'm scared. You're scaring me now.
I know, but I'm gonna try. Okay, so like the whole like job things, like it's so frustrating because it's like I'm trying to get that experience and also like
and they don't like they tell you, oh, like you weren't qualified enough, or you didn't have this,
or like maybe next time, like next time.
And then you apply again and it's just the same constant thing.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a job, so I don't know, but I've been applying because I want to work during the summer or the ending of my senior year, which is already happening.
And it's good because like you turn 18 next month.
So
that's
so excited.
I know, I'm excited for you.
I was so excited, but
are you gonna be hanging out with me? Nah, just like
what? Stop.
Anyways,
stop. We're still friends. I know you before I turned 18. Anyways, but no, I have not checked my emails for decades.
Anyways,
I have not. I have not checked my jobs. My emails. My emails for the. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, but no, I haven't checked.
And I don't know. It's so frustrating because it's like they want experience, but they don't allow you to gain that experience. So it's like you're trying to.
Hard.
Look, yeah. I think
I applied to Starbucks and here in Farmersville, and I almost got it. But the day my interview, I had my wisdom teeth taken out, so it was like, and you can't reschedule it. So it's like, I could have got the job. Like,
for me, I've applied to a couple Starbucks, like from here, Exeter, the new one,
I have,
and the ones in Visalia, and they're all the same.
Like,
and then especially now with like the whole thing about like that the Trump administration did, where it's like it doesn't matter, like they won't take into consideration like if you're Hispanic or if you have a disability or anything like that. They don't take that into consideration.
They want healthy looking people. Yeah. But let's not get too political.
Let's not too political, guys. Anyways, back to the point. Yeah. So like the whole job thing is it's a little frustrating.
It's a little frustrating. Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully, I don't know. Jobs are so frustrating. Like I want a job because I want to be able to afford things that I can't afford or that I don't want my parents to be paying for. But then again, it's like it's gonna put more stress on me as a high school student. So it's like, But then again, another valid reason is I'm already gonna be out of high school and I need a job. And like say I want money for college, like I could like put it in a savings account and use that.
And it'll be easier for you in a way because you're turning 18 soon. That it's easier for you to, work at like the amount of time that, pays well. Because when you're under 18, then they have to they'll know, okay, yes, you're a student. Obviously they don't know, you're a student, but it's different.
But it's different. Like there's more like
restrictions.
There you go.
Yeah, to everything because you're a minor. So when you turn 18, and since I turned 18 like literally the day before we graduate. Yeah. So it's like if I have a job like now, I can work, the part-time and everything, and then after high school.
Yeah, full-time or something.
Full-time, yeah.
Yeah.
And it'll be good, but it's just like it's so far. But then nobody wants to hire me. So it's like, bro.
It's hard, yeah.
Or some jobs are always like, oh, are you 18?
I'm like, no. I'm 17.
No.
I'm 17 and a quarter. No, I'm just kidding.
You're literally almost. You're
almost 4 full quarters.
So
now.
Basically, you're like 17.11.
17.99.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Close.
Yeah,
close.
A little sliver with it, yeah.
But no, I've got rejected from a lot of jobs, so I have no advice for you. I wish I did. I honestly wish I did.
Because I mean, I've had a job before with like the district and everything, the district office.
Tulare County of Education.
TCOE.
There you go.
But that one was a little more easier because it was like through the migrant program, so it was more like focused on that. And most of the time it was during the summer, so it was easier for me, except last year. And we talked about this in the last episode about like how it was during school and I'd have to go after school and everything. Yeah. But that wasn't that bad. But it was just like now I need a job, like, So
I don't know. I feel like just finding a job is kind of hard. I was like, if you guys have any tips or tricks or advice, and then please let us know.
I feel like when you're looking for a job, you can never find one. But when you don't really want it,
everybody's like, "Oh, we're hiring ASAP, hired on the spot."
Or literally,
never accept a job when it says hired on the spot. Because no, I've heard from so many people that it's just bad and that they're just gonna like make your schedule.
Yeah, never mind. Okay.
I mean, it's good news, but then again, it's kind of like, you know. But
that makes sense.
Hopefully, we find a job.
Yes.
And we update. We get like some updates.
Yeah, soon.
But
guys, I'm broke. Anyways. Yeah.
I got a penny. I got a penny for you. You want a penny? We could like split it.
I got a quarter.
Oh.
Hey.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I don't know what half a quarter is.
So
yeah, that's basically all we got for today.
One thing though, hopefully you do get accepted to any job that you apply to. Next time that you do it and that you ace your interviews and you know what you're doing. But yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, me too. To you.
And to you.
Right back at you.
And to you. Okay, but thank you for watching our
Thank you for watching our podcast. Thank you for having a little laugh attack.
Thank you for watching our podcast. Oh my goodness.
It's Roxana.
And Jocelyn.
Anyways, thank you guys.
Yeah.
See you guys next time. Bye.